Barry, let's talk. I want to talk a little bit about, again, for our listeners, I urge you to go to YouTube and search for the documentary with Barry Murphy, pre-London Olympics documentary. It's a fascinating documentary. I mean, if you ever wondered about the world of competitive swimming and what it takes to be a champion, you need to watch that documentary. So Barry, look, in response or because of that, tell me a little bit about what it does take to be a champion. I mean, obviously, it takes tremendous discipline, tremendous sacrifice, but you're in a sport where hundredths of a second can be the difference between a champion and just a runner-up, right? So talk to me a little bit about how you deal with that and how you take yourself to that next level.
Yeah, so I think obviously a lot goes into it. I think on my own particular journey, there was a lot of ups and downs to really understand what it takes to get to that level. That sort of documentary was following me, sort of had already sort of qualified into London, and was following my prep into the London Olympics. But
right.
If they hadn't followed me sort of 4 years prior, dealing with the massive disappointment of not making the Beijing Olympics,
right.
It would have been a completely different story. And it's only when faced with those adversities and those challenges that you really have to take a step back and analyze, what am I doing? What have I done to get to this point? What am I doing that's working well? Which is very important. I think a lot of athletes focus on what am I doing incorrectly or what can I improve on. I remember going to I moved programs when I was in the US. I went to work with a coach up at the University of Michigan called Mike Bottom.
Right.
And I remember the first session we had, we did a lot of video analysis up there. And he said to me, okay, let's have a look and see what you're doing well. And that was like a light bulb moment. I'd never had someone say that to me. It was always, what can we do to fix or improve what you do? But it's very important to focus on what we do well. People are successful and they get to a certain level, but what they're good at, obviously we focus on improving it. But I always think, that's kind of changed my outlook on how to approach it. But yeah, as I said, 2008, it did not go well. I was very disappointed. I was swimming quite well. I was breaking Irish records, which, when you kind of look at it in black and white terms, it means you're the fastest ever Irish person. So I was swimming fast, but I wasn't selected to go to the Olympic Games. I missed out on the Olympics by probably 0.19 of a second.
Amazing.
So not that much in the grand scheme of things. So it really set me up to understand, again, what was I doing well, but what did I need to do more of? Where did I need to be more accountable? What could I do to improve my attitude, my mental game? And also, was I coasting too much? So that learning curve in the 2008 season was huge for the sort of back half of my career. I made sure that I was way more accountable to myself and to my coaches, to my teammates, and to my family, right? Yeah, I think the family also gets overlooked quite a bit when we're talking about high level sport.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of times my dad was getting up to bring me to practice at like 5 a.m. The amount of financial investments,
right.
We're a small sort of blue collar family, the financial investment to help, we're not on a full ride. So they're obviously helping me be over there.
Right.
So there's still a financial investment there. So I just had to be more accountable. I had to take, you really have to check all the boxes, cross all the T's and dot all the I's, and look at, what do I need to do to get to that level? And it really was that 2008 season, the massive disappointment of not making the Beijing Olympics. I felt like I'd let everybody down. I kind of felt like I was already on the team, they were already, it just felt like they were sending me to get like fitted for the opening ceremony here. It was weird. And I just felt like I had a right to be on that team. But you don't.
Right.
You have to be accountable to everything that you do. You have to earn your spot on that team, and you have to leave no stone unturned to get to that level. So it just meant going into that 2009 season was my last season with the university. I was co-captain of the swim team, and I had it was the best training season I've ever had. There was a new hunger, desire, determination in the gym, with my nutrition, extra dry land, and competition, just everything was just like dialed up to 11. Um, and really it was understanding what I was doing before. So there was a barometer. I was like, yeah, I was training hard, but was I really? And then what I was doing then, and just keep trying to elevate that level, to take into everything you do. Really, it's about, it's a bit of a cliche that people say every rep counts, but it really does.
Mm-hmm.
It's a race against the clock. To you know, this career is finite in sport, and every day you let slip by is a day you don't get back.